Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a holiday makeup tutorial / get ready with me. Today is Santacon and I'm not much of a drinker, but I will be going out and enjoying some time with my friends. So I wanted to do something a little bit festive. I hope that you will take the time to hit the subscribe button and be part of my little founding crew, my first few hundred here. I'm not going anywhere. I post twice a week with intentions of doing 3 here coming up soon. So, with that being said, let's get started. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a face prep because my skin is so dry and breaking out a little bit, as you can tell right here and a little bit down here. I don't break out much, sometimes hormonally, but I really don't break out much. So the fact that I'm breaking out is not good. So we're going to do a little bit of an under eye depot. And I got this in my winter FabFitFun box, which I'm sure you have seen. Ooh, there's liquid in there. I know you're thinking, duh, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite that liquidy. So I'm going to assume that we put it on. Oh, those are so nice. I'm going to move this one down just a little bit. So that's what those look like. They are black hyaluronic acid. I'll read this to you. Late nights, too many cheeky wines, and let's not forget those hot carb-on-carb delights can have our peepers looking, well, not so fresh. Leave the evidence of last night behind and pop on our activated charcoal eye mask to depuff, detox, and get back to your shiny, gorgeous self. So, meanwhile, I'm going to be putting a little bit of frankincense on my skin. And this is a Young Living oil. It's really good for skin clarity, hydration. And I don't normally put that under my eyes, so it's fine that this is going to go on elsewhere. It's got an interesting smell. I used to not love the smell, but it's really come around. So that is what we have. And that's not an oil for, it's not like coconut oil. It's not going to hydrate in that way, but it will hydrate over time. So I'm going to go ahead and start my eyes. I'm using glitter today, so there's going to be a little bit of fallout. I'm just going to zoom you in here so you can see a little bit better. So we are going to start with this. Also came in my FabFitFun box. This is by Thrive Cosmetics, and this is the Brilliant Eye Brightener in the shade Stella. I am going to be using the viewfinder as well as my little mirror. So if I'm looking here or there, you'll know why. Okay, so I'm going to put this all over the lid, under the eyebrow, and in the inner corner. It's beautiful on camera. And by over the lid, I just mean a little bit. I'm not going crazy here. Yeah, it's really beautiful and brightening. So that is that. And next up, we are going to go in with my Disney Designer It's a Princess Thing palette by ColourPop. This, as you can tell, has been well loved. I did an unboxing with this in a video that I can link below. But I'm just really enjoying this palette. I also have this palette that I just got from Pure in my winter FabFitFun box. And here, maybe you can see, there we go. Those are pretty accurate to the coloring. And this I've worn once, and they're very, very powdery, and they didn't last very well, but I might try them again today. We'll see how it goes, but I'm definitely going to be using this one here. And I think I'm actually going to go into these purples, into Enchanted Rose and Poison Apple. I think I'm going to do purple and gold. So I'm going to take a little fluffy brush and I'm going to see if I can do this without knocking anything over. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Chip, which is a nudie color, and I'm going to put this right into my crease very lightly. This is a pretty nude color, so we're not going to get a lot of payoff from this, but it will provide a good blending base. I'm next going to go in with, what is the color? Juju, which is a pinky toned color. Same brush. And we're going to blend that into the crease too. Right now we are just creating our transition shades. This is going to be the base for the rest of the eye look. Normally I wouldn't go in with a shimmer into the crease, but for today's purposes we are going to go into Poison Apple, and we're going to start blending that right into the crease and right into, we're going to be blending that right into the inner corner here. We want the purple to be fairly strong, because that's our main tone here. Just like that. It's definitely getting washed out a little bit by the light. I'm using natural daylight today. But if you're here for ASMR purposes, chances are you don't really mind. Going straight into the corner here. getting right in, also sweeping it out a little bit. It's such a fun color. It's so bright and vibrant, but also soft. So that's how we have it right now. I'm next going to go into Enchanted Rose. And I'm going to do that just in the outer corner here. And this is not really deeper. It's slightly deeper. But I think it's a little bit more muted. I think it will create a really nice little backdrop. Just like that. And last but not least, we're going to go into Magic Carpet, which is a little bit darker. I'm still using just the same blending brush, same one. And we're going to go very lightly. I'm holding it very, very lightly here. Right through the very center of the crease to create depth. Just like that. You see the difference between this eye and this eye? So same thing on the other side, very lightly. Very, very lightly. We're just going to go right in here. Just like that. Just nice and slow. And we are going to cut the crease. So there's not really too much of a concern here. And that is how we look. So I'm going to put that one down. I'm going to pick up a giant fluffy brush. This is just a clean fluffy brush, and we're going to blend that up. Just blending everything together here. Just blend. Just like that. And then for our last pièce de résistance, I'm going to take a very flat little brush here. That sounds really nice. Our little brush, and we're going to go back into that poison apple shade, that vibrant purple. And we're going to run it right in the crease. And that's just going to create even more depth of that color. Great. We're now going to cut the crease. So I'm going to be going in with my trusty Huda Beauty High Coverage Creamy Concealer. I do really like this. I don't know if I'll be repurchasing it because it is, you don't need a lot, by the way, that's too much. It's really thick, and for someone who doesn't do glam every day, it might be a little bit too much for me. It lays really nice over foundation, but on its own, it's not always. So I'm just picking up a little bit of that color, and I'm going to go straight in starting right in the inner corner. Sorry, I can't really talk while doing that. And that's what it's going to look like. And same thing on the other side. This concealer concealer also dries very, very quickly. So even just spreading it out on my hand there really dried it up very, very quickly. So keep that in mind. You might want or need more. So that's what we look like there. I'm now going to go in with a gold shade. I'm going to be using One Kiss, which is that color. Look at how beautiful that gold is. We're going to be using One Kiss from the ColourPop palette, and we're going to press that right over top. Pressing first. And then I'm going to go back in with my brush that already has a little bit of that concealer on it. And that's fine. It'll just make it kind of wet, like a pigment. We're going to get right into those corners and blend it out. See? Same thing on the other side. Gonna get right into that inner corner. Right along. And just blend it out. So that's what we look like. I'm going to go in with my little fluffy brush again and back into Magic Carpet. We're just gonna do this outer corner to blend everything together. Just like that. Great. Now going to go in with a tiny bit of Monistat. Very exciting. Literally the tiniest little bit. That was too much on the back of my hand. I think that makes a really interesting sound. And I have to decide which glitter I want to wear. So that's one of them, like holographic. That might be fun. Or a reflect glitter right there. That could be fun too. I think I might go for the more holographic. I think we might just have a lot of fun today. So we're going to take a tiny bit of this Monistat. I'm going to brush that right over the top. And that does kind of mattify that ColourPop palette. But you have to keep in mind that it's acting more as like a glitter glue. So I'm going to take just a little bit of my glitter, tap, 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 and brush that right over the top. Might actually use my finger. I think that's going to be easier. Got my glitter. Definitely get more of a punch with your finger. And this is why we kept these on, because you see all that fallout? Yeah. So then on to the other side. I take this finger with my Monistat. And then this finger with my glitter. This is also why I did my eyes first. And with glitter, you know, it is going to get everywhere. There's just no really getting around that. So you see how much glitter is down below my eyes? That would all be on my face. I'm going to take... so this is how we look with the eyes right now. I'm going to let that set for a little bit. Maybe try and get some of the glitter out of my eyelashes because it's all over. But that is kind of our look. So now we're going to go into the face. Just making sure that I'm glitter free here. I'm going to peel. Ooh, those felt so nice. Oh, those are so nice. Under my eyes is so hydrated. I can just kind of try and swipe some of that glitter away. I'm going to zoom us out. Zoom us out a little bit. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to go back in with our Mascara. I know what you're thinking. Wasn't that for chafing? It makes a great primer. Just press. And I'm going to do this pretty quickly. Just gonna kind of power through here. Smooth that over there. And then we're going to go in with our Tony Moly Luminous CC cream, and I use this as a little bit of a primer on days when I'm going to be wearing foundation. I try not to put a ton of product on my forehead because my forehead is very, very dry. Very dry. And I just don't go in with my Wet n Wild. My Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I do not use a lot of this. And I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and just dab this around. Don't worry about any blemishes because we will there's a cat in the background. We will get the blemishes in a little bit. Alright, I'm just making a lot of loud noises with the microphones. Okay, here we go. That's foundation done. So you see here, you can still see everything through it. Like a very, very thin coverage. Next, going to go back in with my concealer. Dot, 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 dot. And just whatever's left can go right there. I'm going to take the pointy end and go right under the eyes. And this is where most of the coverage comes from. I'm going to get out my mirror so I can see better what I'm doing. And I'm okay with my blemishes showing through. Like this one, it is what it is. I covered it up a little bit, but I'm okay with that showing through a little bit. And yeah, that is the skin. Pretty much. I'm going to go in with a little bit of, you've seen this product many times at this point, a little bit of the Makeup Revolution Ethereal highlighter. I'm going to take a little bit of my sponge right through here, a little bit right through here. You can hear my cat, by the way. She's having a good time. She's very excited. Now going to go into my Artist Pro Glow. I got this, I believe, in the summer FabFitFun box. And I'm going to go into the cream contour shade. There's also powder and then 4 highlighters. So I'm going to take the tip and go in to the cream contour. Get a little bit on there. Put a little bit on and then bounce it out with the other end. Again, I can't really see what I'm doing here, so we're just kind of hoping that that's working. And a little bit under here. You always have to get the double chin. And then just a touch. I'm super pale, so even putting a little bit of this really shows. So I need to make sure that I don't overdo it. So that is that's our contour. Okay. Great. So now we're going to powder, sort of. I'm going to go in with my little tiny setting brush and some powder. We're going to go right under the eyes and over the cheeks. I like to use a very controlled powder brush so that I don't over powder. Okay. That's good. We're now going to finish the face and then we will finish the eyes. I'm going to go into my Benefit Cheekathon and I'm just using this up. I know it's not cruelty free, but I just kind of need to finish it up. So I'm not going to waste the makeup. I'm going to go into my Real Techniques blush brush. And I use this for bronzing. I take a mixture of Hoola and Dallas. I like Dallas because it's a little bit pinkier on the undertone. And then we're going to bronze up the face. And this goes on my cheekbones, or on my cheeks, not under. This is not a contour. This is under. This is cheekbone, or cheek. It's pretty bronzy. And then I'm going to go in with my blush, which again is what I'm using up. This is NARS in Impassioned. It's a super pale mauvey pink. Again, taking Real Techniques sculpting brush, no, expert face brush. And we're going to go right along the top. I tend to go more up here. And this blush I can go pretty heavy with since it's so pale, but it just gives you the perfect kind of flush. A little bit on my nose. I'm going to go in to my Tarte Pro Glow. I'm going to take my fan brush, and I'm going to take the Stunner and Lit shades here. Kind of just kicking a few of them together. And I'm going to hit that highlight. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's showing. I was concerned it wasn't going to show, but it's showing. Oh yeah. Now that is the face done for the most part. We're now going to finish off the eyes with some liner and the underneath. So I'm going to take, back to my little palette, this brush, and we're going to run chip underneath. And then poison apple. And that is that purple kind of punching through. Which is what we want. We want a little bit of purple punch. And I like to go fairly dramatic here. And then Magic Carpet just in the outer corner. Then we're going to take a little bit of Prince Charming and pop that right in the inner corner. Just like that. I'm now going to go in with liner. I use a liquid liner. Sorry, there's people walking past my window. So here we go. I probably won't talk for most of this, so get some whispering in now. Hello, 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 hello. Let that dry. And then going in with some mascara. And you want to be able to see the glitter, so I'm not wearing falsies today. It just doesn't seem necessary. This isn't a big party or anything like that. This is just going out and watching my friends get drunk while I don't drink. So, no need for that. Just loading up the lashes. So, there we go. I kind of feel like we need something on the inner rim. So I'm going to go back to that Thrive Cosmetics. And I'm going to use this on the inner waterline. I don't know if that's supposed to be used in the eyes, but you know, I am. And now onto the lips. So that is the eyes done. And now we'll go on to the lips. And I can't really decide what I want lip-wise. Maybe something dark. I'm thinking this lip liner from NYX. This is in the shade Copenhagen, but Copenhagen is how they say it over there. That's something I love when you go to other countries, listening to them say other countries in their language. It's really fascinating. So I'm going to just make sure that you can see me and do some lips. And I think I'm going to go in with the Cosmetics in Rosewood, I believe, or vintage Rosewood. Kind of could just leave it like this, have a little nude. That is the applicator. And that is the lips done. So I'm just going to look. Now that the lips are on, I think I need a little bit more blush. So we are going to go back in to this guy. We're going to really rosy up the cheeks right here. Yeah, you see? know that kind of looks blotchy on camera, but it looks nice in person. So this is the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for coming to spend some time with me today. And I hope that you are having a fantastic holiday season. Please hit the subscribe if you haven't already. And if you made it till the end of the video, let me know what your favorite holiday treat is in the comments below. But I love you all,